Morning Thailand supported by Sea Thai Superwear. Wings Learning Circle. Customized English course for your business. And welcome back to the program. You're watching Morning Thailand with Tulip Golf and Kun Chain. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Now Kun Chain, of course, I kind of mentioned already in terms of what we got out of the forum yesterday. What do you think about, what did we achieve?
What
Really?
we actually will get from
out of this
seminar
forum.
or whatever it is.
Well, for now, I think it's quite too early, too soon to
Right.
assume what
Right.
you would get out of this forum.
Right.
But to make what Kun Golf already mentioned about the 5 principles that Mr. Blair suggests our country a bit clearer.
Right?
Right.
Okay.
I will summarize this again. First, I think it's quite cute or irony
Right.
that first he point out that he came to this forum because he was invited, not paid.
Right. He said that a
Uh-huh.
lot,
So
actually. That's
he-
kind of,
Because
interesting.
because there was some protest at the embassy and some open letter sent.
That's another thing. Sorry, I forgot to report. There was a little protest, a gathering at the Plaza Atene as well. About 20 people that, read an open letter.
Very
but
little.
very little, yeah.
But I guess that's the reason why he just have to
mention it.
say
Right.
it.
So it's good that he already clarified himself a bit. Okay, for the 5 principles that he suggests, first he used the example of the Northern Ireland
Right.
that it is very necessary that the country must come to mutual agreement
Right.
between the partners and that they need to see mutual interest when if the particular conflict ended.
Right.
And second, the country needs to accept the history and learn from it.
Right. Past
Third,
experiences.
the reconciliation must have certain framework that yields result in the future, which
Right.
mean in our country case, we need to have clearer direction.
Yes,
Right.
we
It's
do.
not just for the sake of amnesty.
Right.
And the fourth, mutual cooperation with rule of law is necessary as well. And the last point is that reconciliation will be easier if the state does it for the sake of people,
Right.
in a way that it try to bridging the divided sides of the country.
Right.
But in our country, example, I would say is quite different from the Northern Ireland.
Okay,
and,
different?
Yes,
Okay.
because we have so many divided groups.
We do. We seems to have different political ideologies and
it's-
ideas and
Right.
divided in different groups.
But I think it's between Ireland and England. It's more like minority and majority, kind of.
Well,
But in Thailand, it's like 2 political sides or 3 political sides.
I think
it's like 2.
I think it's mainly like within Ireland itself. There's like a north and a south, and apparently England trying to, being the
Right.
umbrella.
Right.
So
But for Thailand, it's look even more political influence.
yeah. Well, we do have a lot of differences. That for sure.
And
So-
anyway, Mr. Marty Ahtisaari, the former president of Finland, comments that reconciliation is not easy, but as well it is not impossible.
Right.
So
So we have hope.
and he emphasized on trust building,
Right.
especially for our country. And Miss Priscilla Hayner, the senior advisor at the Center for Humanitarian Dialogue, say she is not sure if the Thais really understand, not understand, if the Thai really have the same concept of
that's what
reconciliation.
Right, because
then
she mentioned that we first have to understand the same thing first in terms of what are the key definition of reconciliation, whether or not we have the same understanding of it.
And I think the interesting point that she said is that she mentioned that the state cannot force the victim to forget.
True.
That's true. That's a
True.
very good point.
True.
Well, being in the humanitarian dialogue, the HDC, obviously she has a lot of background on this.
Yes.
Okay.
All 3 are very, very interesting people to have in our country. Anyway, I would say we have a surprise at the
Okay.
Q&A session.
Right.
Right.
That the former foreign minister, Kun Surin Pisawan, who is also the former secretary general of the ASEAN,
Right. I haven't mentioned it.
I think
I
he
was
was
waiting
one
for
of
you.
the very trusted and well respected
I would say he's
person of the region.
a cream of the nation.
Right.
Uh-huh.
All right.
He just ended his term from the ASEAN this coming January, and what he said, and I am trying to make it sound easier, he said that the three speakers talk about participation, but in Thailand there are not only two divided groups, but there are also transferring of power
Okay.
through Skype.
Oh,
So,
he mentioned the Skype.
So basically,
Surin.
he was talking about
But-
the exiled Prime Minister
Right,
Kun Thaksin
right.
Shinawatra, and he also said when it comes to the country future, there is external intervention,
Right.
and this affects our will
Right.
and overall internal affairs. So therefore, he asked how would this reconciliation forum would solve this particular problem.
This is like a hot issue got touched. Or
Yeah.
something.
And is that Tony Blair what he looked like when he was like,
And Kun Surin, even though he came from Democrat Party, I would say a lot of people look at him as a pretty neutral, pretty neutral person in terms of politics in Thailand, because he has been serving as Secretary General for like 4 years.
well,
So-
he has been in power for quite a bit. But my question is, what did
What was
did
the
Tony Blair
response?
say?
Unfortunately, or fortunately,
Right.
Associate Professor Thitinan Pongsuthira, I'm sorry, Associate Professor
Right.
Thitinan Pongsuthira did not give a chance for the speakers to get the
Ah.
questions.
Oh,
But
so he said that
Cut the loss.
he not answer that kind of
I think he's a very smart moderator.
Right.
He is from the Faculty of Political Science, Chulalongkorn University,
Oh, so you
and
know.
the director of Institute of Security and International Studies, or ISIS, who is the
Okay.
co-host of this event.
Oh.
Because in my opinion, there's no way to answer that
True,
question and
true.
not stir any chaos.
Yeah,
True.
exactly. Like I think that's
So-
the answer to this question is a no-win.
So maybe this is one of those questions that actually Kun Surin didn't really want any answer, but he just want to say it out
To
loud.
say it out there. To put it out there.
Rhetorical question.
All right. So any more surprise afterward? Oh, that was kind of like, okay, we end the session. Let's go have a break.
Now, I think it's quite interesting that Kun Surin ended his term in January, and he already makes comment about this Yingluck 5 cabinet that he would be happy to join if
Really?
they invited.
Interesting.
So he's like
And-
offering himself.
Yeah, quite a bit. And he also begin his session, his Q&A session, that he is not, he is here by himself, not from
Right.
the Democrat Party.
And he is very well experienced. I think the country can get a really good use out of
Does
him.
he get to be in the forum? I mean the panel, the reform panel?
No.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Maybe after this.
Right.
Or maybe
I
not
think
after
that would
this.
be very, very useful for our country because
After the
as
mention.
I already
Right.
said, he is the cream of the country and
True.
the Harvard PhD graduate.
So, we probably would not have to bringing in, people from far away land.
And
And we have like
If
a
the
great
government-
scholar here.
If the government end up invite him to be in the cabinet, would that create the feeling of more reconciliation or something
I
a little
I
more?
don't think that alone would actually help.
That
at
would be
this
a
point.
great risk because even in international stage, many people see Kun Surin as an activist,
Right.
not only politician. So he's
All right.
quite very interesting.
That
person.
that will be an interesting event if it happen or not happen or something that in response to his remark.
Great. Yeah, his surprise question. All
Anyway,
right.
we run out of time again,
Right.
but we would like to thank our sponsor.
CC Double O for our lovely blouses, and of course, Royal Ivy Regatta for nice dress shirt and necktie. And of course, the Thai Superwear Quality the World Trust, Wings Learning Circle, customized English course for your business.
And of course, you can check on every episode playback on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/morningthailand, or on Facebook, facebook.com/morningthailand. Just go search for us. You're definitely going to find it. Or we also have Instagram, we have Twitter, or you can email us at morningthailandshow@gmail.com.
Most definitely.
And that's all the time we have for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to tune in again 6 a.m. tomorrow morning on MCOT World. I am Tulip Naksomphop.
I'm Wanasarn Kerhong.
เชนจุลสุทธนกุล
สวัสดีค่ะ